Right, right now I'm talking about travelling, right, and holidays and everything else. I did actually do one about sex, but that's on one of my other eating over videos that's on my other channel, DC Vigilante. It's on there. I might do another one on this channel, who knows, but I'll see where the mood takes us. So, oh sorry, my nose is just blowing. So, Florida now. So again, it's a place that I'd always dreamt of going and stuff. The one place I never got to go would be Memphis, but now I don't want to go because I feel it might let me down. Will not be as thing that I've got in my head, because as you know, it's holidays, you build things up. So Florida, there's so the plan was to go there with my partner for about a week, and then I was to fly back, she was to fly back, and then go back out with her parents. So we were there. God, I can't remember. I was hours and hours on a flight. Movies, TV. It was just the two of us. I actually captured it. I've got all of it on video. Don't actually like me put it on YouTube. So I'll just try and break it down quite a bit. So we were there and we were up early and we done all. I think that the thing that really was a letdown was Disney, to be honest. The Disney park in Florida, because you see the castle and then you see that mile leading to the castle, and then when you're actually there, it's not as long as you thought it was going to be, and most of it was kind of just fake imagery. Then when you get to the castle, you can't go in the castle and everything else, and the rides we were okay because we were really first time there. We were there in the break of dawn. Really, we got onto the rides no bother, and we found as soon as you left, you were in a gift shop and stuff like that. And, but I think my most favourite park of it really was Universal. I liked Universal. I liked because it was like the movies and stuff like that. That was, I think that was my favourite part. Seeing all the shows like Indiana Jones, and I went crazy when I saw the Blues Brothers car turning around the corner. I got up and danced with the Blues Brothers, and it was quite interesting, and we went to Old Town, spent hours making these daft love tape things up, these wee music tapes and the voice boxes and everything else. So the holiday started off not too bad, and then I'd done the most stupidest thing that nearly ruined it all. Was I left my video camera in the Star Wars ride. And that was the thing as well, was these rides that you dreamt about going to, then all of a sudden they're just simulators. They're just you in a rocky seat, going down. Maybe if you were lucky, it was a wee roller coaster or something. But most of the time, it was simulators or daft things to point your guns at. So something you could get. I always thought these rides in America was something that you couldn't get over in the UK. And everybody there was all kind of cheesy and sort of fake and whatnot, but I know that's sort of their way in theme parks and hotels, and I mean, as I forgot to say in my New York video, we think of it about America and we think about the UK as being so similar, but it's not. You find out their culture and everything else is totally different. The way they act towards you is totally different, and their customs are totally different. You might as well, I think even for America coming over here, they might as well think of this as Asia or something like that, or foreign speaking, because we may look similar when it comes to movies or when you watch Friends TV show, but really we're deep down, the way we behave and everything else totally different. And So yeah, I lost everything on my in the Star Wars ride, and but I managed to find it. But it was really, so weird because I was such a Star Wars fan to lose it on that ride. But I managed to get it, and I got a free poster, and I was besotted. I thought that was my holiday ruined and stuff. But then we really got a taste of what Florida was like. We got into a taxi at the end of the holiday, and the taxi driver was a wee bit saying to us, "I don't think there's any point you going to the airport, pal." I says, "Why not?" I says, "The Pentagon's just been hit." "What? Have you not heard? Have you not been on the news and whatnot? The two towers." Now, the two towers, you actually saw that going into New York, and so much I missed out in my last New York video. And we saw that coming to Florida, because we stopped off at New York, and then we got from New York to Florida. So we got to the airport, and then we found out that we were stuck. There was no aeroplanes taking off. There was none of that. So we had to find another hotel. So we got into another taxi driver. The taxi driver dropped us off at the wrong hotel. He was complaining because he had a dentist appointment, and then he had to come back out for us because he dropped us off at the wrong hotel, and was swearing and everything else. And then he, very unlike Florida reception that we got, back to this hotel. We lived on bread and butter. We had to get, for about a week or something, we had to like nip down, and I don't know if you know Florida, you can hardly walk around in the place, and everything's all cars. I mean, one time there was about a car 2 miles away from us beeping the horn, and they were going slow. "Get off the road, you crazy! What? You're miles away from us." It was like that steamroller scene in A Fish Called Wanda. It's just take hours before they get to. But no, we were stuck in that hotel, and all of a sudden the place was invaded by these wasp-like creatures that were mating. So we couldn't really stay outside. We just stayed in the hotel room. We walked. Our daily chores was living on $10 a day or something like that for a couple of weeks, and going to McDonald's, or we'll do a Subway now, and then back to the hotel. We just couldn't go out. There's a hurricane coming over, and we were trying to ask, "Is it okay to shift hotels? Is there a taxi?" "Oh yeah, man, yeah, but that'll be this month." We were trying to tell him our sad story, but it was all kind of fake. "What, really? Oh man, now did I show you the bill? What? Oh my god, here's the bill." It was very kind of fake and genuine. What, really? Meanwhile, there was like things getting flown about outside, I mean, seriously, there's going to be a taxi in this weather? You sure? So we got to this other hotel, which was beside this big orange thing, Old Town or something like that it was called. And then I've got delicate skin, so we couldn't wash our clothes. And then when we finally got a plane home, after talking to insurance people, "We don't cover terrorist acts, so you're not insured." So our in-laws had to then buy a ticket. They wanted to come. I says, "No, you don't want to come over here. You don't want to come over here. Everything's shut." And we flew. I had to get a flight to Manchester, and because I got delicate skin, we hadn't washed for donkeys. I went home with a nappy rash the size of... I was itching. I had a whip, Indiana Jones whip, in my bag. I was that worried about people thinking of it as a weapon. But they hardly done any searches. "I've got a whip in my bag. Is that a weapon?" I wanted to go home looking more touristy than I did, shorts and whatnot. So we had to stop off before we got home and change my clothes. I was that bad. I was even on the flight home, I had my trousers down to my ankles and a towel over my top. I was that itchy. So yeah, when it comes to holidays, it's better to stay in and watch the TV. So that was a wee edited version of my holiday to Florida. Am I keen to go back there? No, no, I think it will just bring back too many memories. Too many memories. But again, that's me. But let us know about your thoughts and comments about your holidays and stuff like that. And either tune in, find me here, Big Willie, if you're into DC Comics, check out DC Vigilante. There's also adult versions, as me talking about other things on that channel apart from just DC. Okay, thanks very much. Thanks for watching.